Welcome to the Smiota Asset Management demo. Smiota's asset management solution is an integration of a highly advanced inventory management platform or a solution with smart lockers, giving you the ability to check in and check out assets that have been entered into the inventory management system. We can also track how many accessories are part of the system. And in this situation, it could be seen as chargers, which will be in the lockers, but they're not really checked in or checked out. Consumables, for example, can be items such as batteries that need to be replaced on devices. And you can also track those and check them out. So what's interesting about this platform is you can physically check items out of the locker. And those are the assets we have, which you are seeing here listed as Zebra printers, for example, and many other such assets, right? In addition, we are able to work with an API or with a CSV file and import of all the employees that will be using the system and who will be allocated certain assets to be able to be used and checked out. Highlight of this platform is really the asset by status, which is shown in the dashboard here. And as you can see, it gives you a list of all the assets that have been deployed, the assets in lockers, assets that have been checked out, which is seen in the green, and the smaller items in the pie chart represent the assets that have been brought into the system, but they haven't been deployed into lockers, right? And it also can track all the assets that have been broken. So these are all the different elements of this platform. And it gives you a very easy filtering option here. So you can go into details and look at all the different states of the status in the locker of the assets in the locker. So if I click on out of locker assets, it'll show you all the employees that have checked out these assets from the locker. And they could be in different locations. So you can also check out from which location or which locker pod these items have been checked out. In addition to that, there are a couple of other states you can look at. For example, the assets that have been out for maintenance or assets with cracked screens, right? So here you can look at these and you can take the appropriate action. And with APIs, you can also connect this to ticket management system like ServiceNow, for example. So this is a quick highlight of all the different menus that are available. And you can create kits, you can create predefined kits, and the kit can have some components. So by looking into if you look at the kit, it will have a printer, it'll have a scanner and other solutions that are required for certain operations by an employee, right? We would like to now show how this management platform integrates with the locker. So we're going to now be able to log in, scan our badge, and be able to check out an asset, for example, and check it back into the locker. So the first thing you will see is I'll be able to scan as an employee. And once I scan into the locker, the first thing I'll do is choose check out. And the list of assets connected to every door is shown here. So for example, if I look at a Zebra MC9400, which is door number 2, I can choose that as the asset that I'm picking up. As you can see, once I've picked up the asset, the doors have sensors, so they give you a warning. So now I finished checking out the asset, and my task is basically done. So this is a very simple checkout of this asset process. Now, in real time, this asset can be tracked here if I click on list all of the assets and I look at very specifically the asset tag here. So if I look at, I know I picked this asset up from the GNC location. So if I search for GNC, as you can see that asset tag 589043, which is this one, has been checked out by John Smith, for example, right? And so this is a real-time indication of where the asset is and who has checked out the asset. So at the end of the day, I would finish my use of the asset and come back and check it in. We will be checking back the asset into the locker. So the process is again very simple. You scan your employee badge, you hit check in, and now I'm scanning the asset on the locker. And once the asset's placed in, I do have the option here of selecting if the device was defective or it does not charge, right? And this is an options, we can add more options there. But in this case, the device is working, so I'll hit cancel, close the door. So that's the deposit process into the locker. And then you can come back here and be able to refresh the screen and see that the asset has been returned, right? So this one, as you see, it's come back into the locker. And if I click on the details of this assets and look at the history, I should be able to see that John Smith had checked this asset out and then had checked it in, and you can track the timing of the asset from this process.